Before we begin, I'd like to show you how to set up a brand new project in Microsoft Project because you want to establish your start dates prior to setting up any tasks. So to do that, we're going to go up to the File menu, select it, and then select the New command within that File menu. And you'll notice that it's going to bring up a brand new project, so your main screen is going to be very similar to what you've been used to seeing. But over on the left-hand page, you have a new project menu visible. You have your choices to select a blank project, starting from scratch. You can copy from an existing project, and this will be very handy when you've got many projects established and you want to build from one of those. As well as you can go onto the templates, either from Microsoft Office Online, some that are on your computer if you are working in an organization that has templates already created, or on varying websites to work with. As I mentioned in the opening movies of the application, there's lots of templates available for you to use as a starting point. If we go back up to the blank project selection and click on it, it opens up the project and it will bring you to your task page, waiting for you to enter your tasks. To see what start date is the default, we'll go up to the project menu and then go down to the project information selection. It brings up a dialog box that identifies the start date and current date for your projects, as well as the anticipated finish date and other information. This has been pulled from that options view that we were looking at in a previous movie. It will default to today's date as the start date. It will also let you identify the status dates. If it's not applicable, it will move it along and make it dynamic. But if there is a status date that you would like to identify, you can click on the downward pointing arrow. It pulls up a calendar and you make your selection. You can also schedule when the project is going to begin to schedule from. Are you going to work forward from the project start date? Or are you going to work backward from the project finish date, depending on whether or not your finished deadline for the project is a hard stop or not. If it is a hard stop, you would work backwards from your project finish date. If you have the flexibility and you want to forecast when this is going to finish, which is how we're going to work with it, we're going to look at the project start date. And again, you have your choice of calendars. You have your standard calendar, which is what we're going to work in, but you also have a 24-hour calendar and a night shift calendar if that's more appropriate to your organization. Once you've set your project information for your project, you click OK. If your project is going to always use the defaults that you've set up, there's no need to go to that project information section, and you can go directly into entering your tasks, which is what we're going to learn more about in our next movie.